The thug is in.
Yo, what is up, guys? This is Logan, also known as Elrixion Battle Pyramid. And yes, this is a part 2. Just to be clear, go watch part 1. A lot of this will make more sense. It's the recent video. But yeah, here we are. We're on round 21 out of 67. And it just repeats back to round 1. It's the same wild Pokemon, but the trainers are still cracked, just like they are in round 8, with random Pokemon, good Pokemon, etc. This is the perfect place to use Ments, right? Broken lead, Intimidate reduces wild encounters, kills all of these, is a great lead versus trainers. And interestingly, I think Ampharos is really interesting here because it's such a unique electric type compared to all of the other fully evolved electric types, in that it's like very, very slow. Like all of the other ones, and like I guess you could, count Magneton, but Ampharos is like really, really slow. And I think that makes it interesting here because what I'm using it here for is a Spadef wall that switches into things like Gengar and Starmie with Ice Punch. And also like water types that I don't KO in general. Think Lapras, Dugong, Regice, I guess, stuff like that, right? I mean, Regice is actually super problematic for this team, but anyway. And then the idea is I just T-Wave, protect lefties, chip them down with Thunderbolt. HP Grass is good for revenging. I could go Focus Punch here as a Regice answer, which would be really funny with T-Wave. That sounds funny. Anyway. Yeah, so that's the idea with Amph. Butterfree was just a garbage Pokemon that I had left to put on a team, and I figured it would work nice here. Salamence, maybe it's taken some chip from another trainer battle. Then I face a trainer and they have a Metagross with Ice Punch. Yeah, I do good damage with Earthquake. I might not kill them with Ice Punch, or I might not kill them with Earthquake, they kill me with Ice Punch, and then Butterfree comes in and can revenge with Hidden Power Fire. Like something fast-ish that can at least just finish off things that Salamence might not kill. And, maybe Sleep Powder could clutch me out somehow. Like I could sleep a Regice maybe. Well, I'm not switching into Ice Beam, but anyway. Now we're on to this team. Good lord, this team is scary. So scary. Because it looks so bad. Definitely, I would argue, bottom 3 teams that I have. I'm very scared to see how this works. This floor is just so problematic, like I said, because you'd think, okay, I go a poison type and I just keep trying to spam running away, right? Well, no, not really, because Crobat has Mean Look, and then, like, these Pokemon are... Gengar's fast, so you might not be able to run away from Gengar, and then it could Nightshade you down. Poison is just annoying, and then Skarmory destroys poison types usually, so it's just, like, terrible to deal with. I came up with a Psychic Thunderbolt Electabuzz. Problem is that it KOs everything usually except Ludicolo, so I'm either gonna have to 3-hit KO it with Thunderbolt, or maybe I go Parasect, which walls the Ludicolo and just deal with Toxic and use a Lumberry. Parasect as a partner is funny because Electabuzz hates water grounds and rock grounds, and so I found a use for the garbage Parasect next to Electabuzz. It swaps into a guaranteed Earthquake, and then Hidden Power grasses and kills them all. I just think that's beautiful and hilarious and funny. And then, Sludge Bomb for, like, Sceptile, I guess this Ludicolo, and then I just figured Spore and Substitute could maybe help me cheese stuff, so I could, like, Spore something that I'm somehow faster than, sit behind a sub, start chipping it down, and then when it wakes up and breaks my sub, I just Spore and sub again, stuff like that. I might revisit this before the actual challenge, but I gotta use Parasect some way, and here we go. Random thing, by the way, explain to me how Parasect doesn't get Dream Eater. One thing that was happening as I was exploring these Pokemon is realizing I learned a lot about garbage Pokemon's moveset, and explain to me how Parasect doesn't get Dream Eater, but something like Gligar does. This dude is like a parasitic mushroom. It should be eating your dreams. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It isn't me. Banned Solrock. Crazy third here, but it makes sense. Flying Resist for Parasect, deals with fire types, it switches into ground type attacks. This is just me hoping. I mean, like, Electabuzz is a good lead, don't get me wrong, but... it's not the most powerful thing in the world. It's very frail, and Solrock is just trying to help with that and maybe, like, boom on a Snorlax. Yeah, I'm scared to use this team, so we're just going to move on and act like it doesn't exist. We got the unknown coming out. So you might look at all these fire types and be like, what in the world, Metagross? But Banded Metagross just works here. And this floor is oddly difficult to deal with mainly because Weezing is such an annoying Pokemon to KO because it only has one weakness, and that's Psychic. And it often can eat a lot of, you know, non-banded Psychics, you know what I mean? So Metagross here, the idea of Metagross is that I kill everything. And the 56 special attack Psychic KOs Weezing usually, and I'm just using Metagross to kill everything. Why did I have to say that 3 times in a row? I don't know. The no nature is interesting. I figured, I was like, okay, if this set does what I want, why do I need to force more attack and then give myself less bulk or like something like that? I just didn't think it made sense. So yeah, we're using a very serious Metagross. Huntail, I was going to give this Gorbis, but I figured like Metagross is such a good Pokemon that I can give it a slightly worse water type. And so it's just Rain Dance, Huntail, same deal. Nothing much to explain here, except that it does outpace Swampert with these EVs because 52 is such a unique speed tier. That's what I wanted. But that doesn't actually matter that much because Unknown is my Swampert answer. I know, it's crazy, but think about it. Hidden Power Grass Unknown with Levitate. What does Metagross not like seeing? I don't like seeing Rhydon. I basically don't like seeing Rhydon Golem. I might miss Mash. They might have Quick Claw. They're going to Earthquake me, and so is Swampert. Bam. Levitate Unknown comes in, doesn't kill some with Hidden Power Grass, but chips them enough so that I can go Huntail in revenge. Tell me that's not beautiful. Marowak is a problem, right? It's going to click Earthquake on Metagross. It sees the kill. Bam. I go Unknown. Got him. Yo, that just reminded me about this Crobat. Oh, wait. I thought I EV'd this Crobat. No, okay, this Crobat is supposed to have some sort of IV decrease so that Marowak always sees a kill with Rock Slide so that it doesn't set up Swords Dance. Because if it set up Swords Dance versus these 2 Pokemon, it would kill my team. But that's in retrospect. Go watch the video. It's hype. So yeah, so this team is sick. Yes, I outpace Houndoom. What was I going to say? This crazy team. I told you that the teams got cooler, you guys. I told you. Smeargle lead. This floor I found was so difficult to deal with that I was just like, I got to go Smeargle. I got to go teleport Smeargle lead. That's what I got to do. And so that's what we got here. Teleport Smeargle doesn't outpace everything, but it doesn't need to because notice Mischievous, right? Grudge, Spite, Shadow Ball, it literally can't do anything to Smeargle turn 1. Same goes for Gengar. Yeah, so I just think that's kind of fun. And I outpace most Ninetales and I can just teleport out. Yeah, so pretty sick. And then I was like, okay, how do I maximize Smeargle for trainer battles? My original idea is something like, you know, you would want to run something like Spore, Substitute, Dragon Dance, Baton Pass, like some like, you know, ADV competitive stuff, right? But I just didn't have room for that. So I decided for a more defensive Perish Song strategy, and I paired it with bulky Pokemon. So the idea is that this Smeargle, with these EVs, I outpace Breloom is one thing, but I also eat the most powerful special attack, which is a Psychic from Alakazam. So I don't die to any special attack if I'm at max HP, which I will be guaranteed for the first trainer battle. This is also important because think about this. Another thing that I forgot to kind of mention in the first video is that if you are not beating wild Pokemon, your light isn't increasing, which means I'm going to get ambushed by trainers a lot more with a strategy like this, which makes it have a huge downside. So I need to be really good into trainer battles, and I figured Perish Song, Protect, and then swapping into a bulky Pokemon, and they click Protect, and I can win the game as long as they live a hit. So I figured this was the perfect place to put Fortress, because Fortress isn't necessarily the best Pokemon, but if there's one thing Fortress can do, it's going to live any single hit that isn't a fire hit. And I have Thick Fat Miltank then to do those things. And I also decided to put Double Team on this to just create an absolutely monstrous Miltank that doesn't care about getting stalled out by stuff because I have Perish Song Smeargle. So that's the premise of this team, which I think is pretty cool. This also, Miltank, I have very specific speed to outpace no speed Tauros, because there is a Tauros set that is packing Flamethrower. Like it has Flamethrower, and then also its double edges would 2-hit KO Miltank. So I wanted to outpace it and get some returns off on it. I can't find the set right now, but you know, whatever. You get the point. Why did I do that? Anyway, Smeargle gone in Latios. Yeah, I had to use Latios on this floor. Levitate Latios. I can sub and wall a lot of these Pokemon. Solrock, if I click sub, they can't break it with anything. Same with Chime. Same with Haunter. Well, they could Nightshade it. Well, I just Psychic Haunter. Mischievous. Yeah, they could Shadow Ball, but they only have a 25% chance to click Shadow Ball. Claydol can't break the sub except by killing itself. Same with Weezing. And then I outpaced Flygon and Gengar with Ice Beam and Psychic. Recover, I felt, was nice just to keep this Latios healthy. Sub plus Leftovers is nice, and I could totally see myself swapping this for something else, because admittedly, my Starmie answer is really scuffed. My Starmie answer is Feraligatr, which lives a hit and can kill with Choice Band Hyper Beam. It is funny that I'm not using a water move on this, but I just was like, wow, fire types are annoying, and I really want to have that instant answer into like double team Moltres and stuff like that. And this also hits Shedinja, but Seviper does as well. Check out this Seviper spread. I tried to figure out what this Seviper spread was for. I can't find it, my reasoning, except that this attack KOs Sceptile, and Jolteon with Earthquake, which is important because Bite Jolteon is super problematic. And then I needed this bulk. Like, trust me, it's optimal. It looks not optimal, but trust me, it's optimal. It's cool. Screech was here to support Feraligatr beating Snorlax. And then, yeah, Flamethrower, because this team obviously struggles versus Scizor Fortress kind of vibes. Yeah, so pretty cool team. I'm really glad I got to use Seviper's unique qualities to beat certain random stuff that I lost to, mainly like, you know, electric types with Bite or Crunch. So yeah, this also like kills Manectric, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Cool stuff like that. You get it. Next, we're using Stantler versus the Trap Floor. Again, well, the idea here is that, again, it's kind of like Persian. I kill things with Return, or I Roar, Wob, and Why Not. Hidden Power Rock I realized I needed for Moltres, so that that's why I have this weird speed. And I'm just trying to click stuff with Return and Earthquake. Crazy thing, by the way, this thing doesn't learn Hyper Beam. Isn't that crazy? That's just crazy to me. I needed to share that with you guys. And then Stantler was one of my more weaker leads. So when I was in the team building process, I was like, I instantly gave Stantler Regice. It just made sense to me. Regice is such a good, awesome Pokemon with Bolt Beam coverage. And I felt that Regice would really benefit from Intimidate from Stantler. Yeah. And then on top of that, Rapidash was the choice here because Stantler isn't KOing everything, but it's definitely chipping things hard. And I figured Rapidash was fast enough to then finish off trainer battles without it taking damage. It also gave my team a very clear Heracross pickup, Metagross, Revenger, as if Stantler, like... I mean, I guess I could go instantly into Rapidash into Metagross if I'm crazy, but... yeah, and then, you know, it chips down Swampert, Overheat for damage, Toxic for stall stuff like Ludicolo, which would outstall Regice with Leech Seed double team. Same goes for like double team Leftovers Umbreon, stuff like that. Yeah. So yes, that's that one. Check this out. Hitmontop Porygon 2 with a Murkrow. Isn't that sick? Same thing, fighting type. I'm killing stuff and I'm mock punching Sneasel. Porygon 2 just made sense as an overall good partner for Hitmontop. Something that was bulky, that kind of 1v1s a lot of stuff. Here, it's trying to 1v1 like Starmie, Espeon. Well, not as much Espeon, actually. That's why I got Murkrow. But yeah, Bolt Beam, Recover T-Wave, pretty self-explanatory. Murkrow is sick here. So I realized, at first I actually had Muck on this team. And then I was looking at different like team concepts and I was like, I don't think this team needs Muck. I think this team is actually fine enough without it. So I decided to bring Murkrow here. The idea of Murkrow being a Perish Song Mon, because this team is pretty weak to stall stuff. I mean, like, there's like double team Gardevoir that exists. There's like, you know, what else? I mean, like, you could just see how this team could lose to like Calm Mind Suicune, hello. Calm Mind Entei, maybe even. Just like those stally things that I don't want to lose to. Murkrow has qualities that are really cool versus that, with good speed and Perish Song. And then I just bulked it out so that it could hopefully live a hit. With Protect, also Substitute is cute, along with the Perish Song. And then Hidden Power Fire, I needed to help revenge Metagross. So Hitmontop can Earthquake Metagross, and then I can go Murkrow, and I can Hidden Power Fire Metagross, and I don't die to any Metagross. And I outpace a lot of them. What is this? Oh, anyway. So yeah, that's the cool idea here. Now we got Zatu. Yes, Zatu's going to play a pivotal role versus the Destruct Floor. It's, again, one of the only teleport users. One of the only teleport users. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Make sure to subscribe, by the way. Please. And if you're watching this far, just so that I know, how about we comment... Just comment the word teleport, right? Let's confuse everybody. Comment the word teleport so that you can support me, and you don't know what to comment. I just gave you something to comment, so now you have no excuse. Anyway, teleport Zatu. I outpace everything. Most Electrodes I do outpace, and I can teleport. And crucially, you might be thinking, isn't Synchronized better than Early Bird? Well, think about this. If I went Timid, Synchronized, Electrode, 50% of the time would be Timid, and then it would outpace me, and it would Thunderbolt me or Boom me. So I'm purposely going Early Bird just for the wild Electrodes on floors 1 and 2. And then just standard Psychic, Drill Peck stuff. T-Wave is to facilitate the rather not good team in the back so that Granbull and Blastoise can outpace stuff. This team really does scare me using it wise. I'm really not gonna lie. Granbull, of course, you know, Intimidate, just a big bruiser. Choice Band Hyper Beam is gonna kill a lot of stuff. I am nervous about how much damage this team is going to take, and if you think about it, versus a lot of trainer battles, which I'm going to have to play more often because my light is going to be really small because I'm not killing any of the wild Pokemon, I guess I could actually Psychic Wheezing, so that, yeah, if I ever run into a Wheezing on floor 1, I'll definitely Psychic it, but I literally am not clicking anything versus anything else unless Psychic kills Pineco, which actually, I wonder if it does. I'm kind of curious now. Could Zatu just kill Pineco? Because that could be huge for making my light bigger. Oh no. What's the max level? 99, and also it's not even this many EVs. Oh, I probably kill it. Oh yeah, I kill most of them. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. Honestly, I think that's kind of fun. But either way, my light will still be small. So Zatu's gonna have to play very sacrificially, unfortunately, which is scary for Granbull and Blastoise. Just Surf, Ice Beam, Hidden Power, Electric, Protect, Gyarados Answer. You guys are seeing the same themes. Ninjask here. Again, I needed a fast Shadow Ball Bruiser. Or just that can kill these mons. And Ninjask was perfect here. Yeah, self-explanatory. Swampert, I'm thinking that I'm going to swap. I'm going to work on this team more. This Swampert was actually originally on another team. I had this big dilemma where I had this Ninjask team. I had a Fearow lead, and then I also had another team with Pidgeot that we'll get to later, and I was deciding which ones want Quagsire, Whiscash, and Swampert. I decided that Ninjask was actually the worst of the three, so then in the end, I gave it this Swampert, but this was EV'd for a different team. It's just, you know, mixed bulk with some speed for, I think, I forgot something. Maybe, I don't know, it was something. I forgot what it was. But, and then, you know, just bulk, and then protect 3 attacks. I might want to go a more offensive Swampert to actually kill things that Ninjask chips. And then I got an anti-stall Curse Dusclops, which I'm scared as hell to use. And I might take leftovers off of Swampert and put it onto here so that Dusclops can switch into an attack, protect, then maybe get a curse off. I'm really nervous about this team. I think it's dubious in a lot of ways because trying to curse with Dusclops is just nightmarish when there's no Intimidate, no Light Screen, anything like that. But I need all of the moves that I can get on Ninjask. Like, I don't even think this thing gets Light Screen. I don't know. I just think that that's what I need to do. Anyway, we're on to Gengar. So this is, again, another Brandon battle moment. Oh, wait. What else was it, a Brandon battle? Number 25? Oh, yeah. My idea versus Brandon for this one is I can... go into Feraligatr. That's why I have HP Rock for Articuno. Kill Articuno. Let Feraligatr die to a Zapdos that comes in. And then Latios can 1v1 Moltres Zapdos with like Ice Beam, Sub, Recover, etc. You get the deal. Anyway, so let's get to the rock floor again. And we are here with our Gengar. So, Gengar has a really cool matchup versus this floor. I kill everything except Cradily. But Cradily I'm not that afraid of because I can, you know, I could just go Aggron or something like that. Perish Song for anti-stall. pairs beautifully with this super sick Yanma. So the idea of Perish Song Gengar plus Yanma is that I can Perish Song something, and then Yanma with Speed Boost can just protect, substitute, protect, substitute, protect, substitute. You get the deal, and I could just win. Like, I will beat anything if I Perish Song them with Gengar, and then Yanma can just, like, do that, which is so sick. It's also EV'd so that it lives a Starmie Thunderbolt, because Starmie obviously just cleaves this team, so I can Signal Beam, Starmie. I do have to be at full health, but at least it's an answer to Starmie. And then Aggron, I just figured made sense as a really cool partner for Gengar, something that likes the normal and fighting immunity that Gengar had, or the ground and fighting immunity. And Aggron's just this, you know, this bruiser that just like kills stuff and has good resistances for Gengar into like psychic types without, and it's a steel type that's not weak to fire, which I think is pretty important. But yeah, Protect again, Banded Protect paired with Perish Gengar, similar to when Politoed has Perish Song and that our Maldo team is using Protect. Super sick team in my opinion. Oh, the plan for Brandon is, so this Gengar has 80 Spadef, which eats Articuno Blizzard. I can 2-hit KO Articuno, and then what I would do is I would Perish Song whether Moltres or Zapdos comes in. Then I can stall them out by going Sub Protect Yanma. Then let's say last mon is, whether the last mon is Yanma or the last mon is Zapdos or the last mon is Moltres, I can chip them enough with a Signal Beam so that Aggron revenges with a Choice Band Hidden Power Rock, not dying to Thunder or Fire Blast from either. So that's the Brandon plan there. Now we got a cool Fearow team. Fearow again with Keen Eye, great thing here, reducing wild encounters, which doesn't matter too much because like I kill everything here, but it does save Drill Peck PP, which, you know, you never know, could be useful. Yeah, I kill everything. Whiscash as the partner, water ground type. Okay, electric resist, rock resist, ice neutrality, you get the deal. Steel type answer as well. This is a 4 attacks Whiscash. Spark is beautiful here because I need Spark to handle Gyarados, so that's what this EV investment does. Eats Dragon Dance Gyarados hits while also 2-hit KOing Gyarados 4, which is the scariest Gyarados with Dragon Dance Rest. Attack self-explanatory. And then I got this really cool dual boost Scizor. So Scizor here makes sense. I was thinking for a while about like, damn, is this team too good for Scizor? Like, do I put Scizor somewhere else, like on a much worse team like Electabuzz, Parasect, Solrock? But what Scizor does versus this team is that, so Fearow has a very slight chance to die to Thunder Punch Sceptile. That's one thing. Whiscash does have to be a very hilarious Gengar answer with the Spadef. But what Scizor does here is it helps with Snorlax a lot. Because I have Iron Defense, Morning Sun, and Swords Dance. So I'm like this dual boosting Scizor that can poop on Stallmons. And this also helps with Starmie a lot. This EV spread lives to Starmie Surf, so I can literally keep Fearow alive and swap directly into Scizor on Starmie. It'll never click Surf, but also like in... I mean, I guess I don't even know why I EV'd it. If they're never... No. Here, I'll explain why. I'll actually explain why. I remember why. So you might think, well, doesn't Starmie always click Thunderbolt? Well, Starmie 5 only has Surf. Well, it would only click Surf versus Fearow. And then also there's I think it's Starmie 6 that is only Surf, but it doesn't kill, but it's mainly just, it's literally just because of Starmie 5, is the main premise. And I can't just keep Fearow in, like, obviously, okay, yes, so Choice Band Fearow stays in and can kill the Starmie, but I have to act like Starmie has Thunderbolt every time, which kills Fearow. So I gotta go into Sizz. And that's what this EV spread does. So I think that's pretty sick. Round 12. Well, this would be 32. Walrein. Cool. Same thing as Lapras. You get the vibes. Claydol, same thing as Nidoking. I just want to talk about Seaking because I think this is the most one of the most beautiful thirds that I have, and I just think it's so funny. Seaking here is my Heracross answer with Choice Band Peck. Here's what I would do. Let's say trainer has lead Heracross, which they would because that's their only Pokemon. I Icy Wind on the Heracross, swap into Seaking, keeping my Walrein alive, and then I can peck the Heracross and kill it. Tell me that's not hilarious. I just think that's the most hilarious thing ever. Megahorn also then operates along with Seaking's bulk as the perfect Starmie answer. This team is very weak to Starmie. If you think about the Lapras team, right? What was my Starmie answer there? Well, it was literally just like Icy Winding with Lapras, and then, well, actually, I think my Starmie answer was, yeah, Icy Winding with Lapras, going into Illumise, encoring a move that hopefully Nidoqueen is resistant to, such as Thunderbolt, something like that. It's more of an answer because Thunderbolt does more damage than HP Electric. But this team obviously sucks versus Starmie. However, Seaking has freaking Megahorn, which is hilarious, meaning that this, will poop on Starmie, which I think is beautiful, along with Latios and Latios. Hidden Power Ground here is to revenge Metagross and just do damage like that. And then Horn Drill is cool here because it's in a way anti-double team, because Oko moves ignore double team evasion, so they'll always be 30% accurate. And I also get 8 PP because I'm bringing my own Pokemon instead of 5 PP, so I have even more opportunities to just Horn Drill something problematic like a double team Snorlax. So that, I just think that makes this Seaking super beautiful. I think I'm gonna keep Water Veil. I actually do see an argument for Swift Swim now that I think about it, because Ludicolo is problematic. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Swift Swim, actually. Well, there you go. New edition. How about this edition? Espeon versus a Bug Floor? What? Well, turns out that this Espeon is cool, because Psychic kills Pineco, Shuckle does nothing, Psychic kills, and then I can HP Fire Scizor and Fori, killing them as well. Armaldo I don't kill, but I can go Poliwrath into Armaldo and destroy, destroy Armaldo, resisting Rock Slide and being immune to Water Pulse. Not that Water Pulse would have done damage, but Espeon is cool, and I wanted to use Espeon as a lead somewhere. Bite is great into like Latios and other Psychics, and then Calm Mind was because of something Starmie. Yes, it was because I could Calm Mind on Starmie, because this team was not solidly beating Starmie. Poliwrath just kind of made sense. Espeon, terrible versus Tyranitar, and Steel types. So a fighting type, but also the water type is crucial so that I'm not weak to Metagross as much. Yeah, so that's the idea there. Just a cool mon. Hyper Beam to hit stuff that I might not kill. I don't have a note on what it's EV'd for, but I think this is just a speed tier that I wanted to hit, and then I think it's just dumped in Spadef. Tangela's a super funny third. Yeah, so Tangela here, it's just EV'd for Salamence 7's Flamethrower. So there's like a Mixment set that goes crazy here. And yeah, I just needed to eat this Flamethrower so that I could get an HP Ice Off. It doesn't kill, but I don't need it to kill. I just want Espeon to revenge it so that I can keep Espeon alive. On top of this, Leech Seed, Giga Drain will do stuff, Morning Sun for health, and Tangela with this Spadef investment is actually surprisingly bulky. Look at that monstrous defense stat. So yeah, I think that's pretty funny. On to another answer for the Dark Floor, we have Sharpedo. Banded, Hidden Power fighting Sharpedo goes crazy. I really wish, you might think, oh no, don't you want Hidden Power flying for Heracross? Well, let me show you Sharpedo's power. You guys ready for this? You guys, this is just unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. Bam, good night. Hyper Beam Oko's Heracross, and it's not even close. Oh, good lord. Isn't that hilarious? You got fast banded Sharpedo, Surf to do stuff versus Rhydon and Golem and all that jazz, because Rhydon with Megahorn is problematic here. Then, just went Spadef Steelix, something that obviously eats, like electric attacks, grass attacks, just a good mon in general. Earthquake, HP Rock, Zapdos answer. Screech here is to facilitate Earthquake from itself into stuff like Snorlax. You never know what else it might need Screech for. And then Exeggutor was the funny third here because, look, weak to water, weak to fighting. Here comes Exeggutor. Yeah, it turns out I need this to be my Starmie answer and the saddest calc that you'll ever see, right? I really wish I didn't have to use Sunny Day Solar Beam, but I'm not trying to lose to Starmie. So Solar Beam kills, obviously, but check out how much Giga Drain does. Giga Drain is only a roll, and that's only versus no bulk Starmie. Is that not the saddest thing ever? So I literally have to go a Solar Beam Sunny Day set. I have to do that, which is honestly really annoying, and I hate that I have to do that. But yeah, and then also just, Ments Insurance as well. Yeah. Idea versus Ments would be Hyper Beam, and then HP Ice it. You could tell I'm really, there's a lot of Pokemon that I have to face, right? You know, Rapidash, Flygon, I don't know, Breloom, Jinx. But the main problematic ones I'm seeing are Gyarados, Salamence, Starmie, Gengar. I gotta prepare for those threats because those can outpace a lot and do the most damage, and I need to have answers into those Pokemon. So yeah, Sharpedo was just cool here. Another beautiful thing about Sharpedo, actually, almost forgot to mention this, that yes, I don't KO Sableye, but notice that Aerial Ace isn't going to do that much, and I'm immune to Psychic. And look at this crazy Battle Factory-esque Umbreon set. I don't KO Umbreon, but it doesn't matter because I literally wall this with my typing. And you'll be able to see later that I'm also using Crawdaunt versus this floor because it also has Banded Brick Break, but it also walls this Umbreon. It's not going to do any damage. So I just think that's kind of beautiful. That like Sharpedo and Crawdaunt are going to fit perfectly there. So yes, now we're on to 35. Another answer into the water floor, Jolteon. Makes sense, right? Fast electric type, can kill everything except Ludicolo, which is why I have Roar, which is weird because Roar is literally pointless on trainer battles because it's only one Pokemon. And I thought about using something like Substitute plus Leftovers maybe, but I just didn't like having to click sub and then trying to run away. I just figured the best route versus Ludicolo was that I just Roar, and Roar is good into everything but Toxic. And at this point, I will probably have accumulated a lot of Lumberries that I haven't had to use. So I'm playing, these teams are starting to get a little bit more lax, a little bit more, I wouldn't say lazy, just strategically less hyper-focused on every single wild Pokemon because I'm going to have more resources at this point, I'm guessing. Cool partner is Mantine, ground immune, helps with fire types. This is a really interesting set. Did I write notes on this? Why did I not write my notes on this? Either way, this is supposed to 1v1 Salamence. It's a Mixments answer, as some of us know from Gen 3. Mantine is a very niche Mixments answer. I've actually seen it. I think Watermess made this really cool Jolt Spikes team with Mantine of all things. Really cool defensive properties. And paired with something like Leech Seed, well, not that this wouldn't beat Suicune, but either way, Aerial Ace is also funny here. I need it for Heracross. This team sucks versus Heracross, so I actually do need to go the 40 attack modest Aerial Ace just to kill. I don't kill Heracross, but I can 2-hit KO Heracross, which is what I want. And then Surf, Ice Beam, Icy Wind, good move. You get the deal. Shiftry here is a funky set. Before you say, that's unoptimal EV investment. No, it actually, for what I need, it is not. It is actually optimal. This Shiftry needs to live a Latios Ice Beam, and then I don't need any more special bulk. What gives me the best amount of physical bulk after that is this defense investment on Shiftry. Like I can't reposition this to do the defense. So it looks funky, but it's cool. And yeah, Shiftry here is like my makeshift other water-ish answer. I figured it also just made sense into Latios because yeah, Bite does hit Latios, but it's not 2-hit KOing them, so I needed something that was okay versus them, and I figured a feint attacking Shiftry did the job. Giga Drain as well is nice for Rhydon, Golem type beat. Leech Seed, Synthesis, Anti-Stall. This team is not very good versus Stall, and we got a cool team. I'm a little bit scared to use it. I don't think it's like the best team ever. Quite weak to trainers that have Quick Claw. But, yeah, here we are. I mean, like, just think about this. Like, Jolteon and Mantine, one of them has to be sacrificed to beat Metagross, usually. Yeah, no Choice Band on this team either. And, Brandon is literally just, I can Thunderbolt Articuno, I eat Blizzard, I Thunderbolt it again. Then Zapdos, I can wall. If Moltres comes in, Mantine beats Moltres one-on-one. Yeah, I mean, and then Jolteon just, you know, shits on Zapdos. Like, I mean, come on. I think that's self-explanatory. I don't need to go deeper into that. Absol is sick here. Again, Banded Shadow Ball, but it's lead Perish Song, which makes this really interesting as an anti-stall threat, which is why I have Protect on D-Knight. It's actually a 3 attacks D-Knight. This was one of the first pairings that I made because I realized that Absol was one of my worst leads into trainer battles. Is it powerful? Yes, but it's not fast enough and it's not bulky enough in that, like, yes, I could definitely 1v1 something once, like Latios won't KO me and I'll KO back, but I could have to face multiple trainers. And Absol's going to be weak. And so I really wanted to pair this with solid Pokemon like Arcanine and Dragonite. Did I write notes on this Dragonite? I guess I didn't, but the idea is that I wanted Bolt Beam coverage. Bolt Beam coverage is great. And then this team obviously needs a better answer into Rhydon Golem. Surf made the most sense. It's also the most anti-fire, if you think about it. And then classic Arcanine, nothing much else to say. Sadly, there's not a white herb that I can find. So, I mean, this will probably have like Bright Powder or whatever I find, but yeah, pretty sick. Yeah, nothing much else to say about that, I guess, because I explained that floor. Ooh, this team's cool. Check this out. Typhlosion. Again, I needed a fire type that was good into Aggron. Here, we're going to sub, Blaze, Flamethrower, everything, and I can Reversal Aggron. Reversal also helps as a Snorlax, Chipper. Paired it with Articuno. Makes sense, right? Good into water types, good into ground types. I can Ice Beam things that this sucks versus, such as Latios and Latios. And wow, did I not write notes on this? This EV spread looks crazy. I believe this is for Starmie. No, it isn't. I don't know what it's for, but it's important. Just know it's important, okay? It's an important EV spread. Toxic Protect to stall stuff. I ended up needing HP Electric for Gyarados. I think it's because I needed modest HP Electric to 2-hit kill Gyarados. Let's just check. You guys deserve the information if you guys are listening to this. Another thing, I want to know, do you guys listen to this to like sleep? Am I BKC? That's not even a bad thing. That'd be a compliment if you guys listen to this like a BKC video. Yeah, check this out. HP Electric, bam. Did I forget it? No, I actually wanted it like this because I needed the bulk and the speed, and then Modest just ended up hitting this range on Gyarados 4, the Dragon Dance Rest variant. And then Banded Dug Trio. Guys, we finally get to use Banded Dug Trio in Battle Factory. Tell me this is not... Or Battle Frontier. Isn't this cool? Does what you think it does. Outpaces the fast, scary shit that kind of owns this, like Gengar, Starmie. Just stuff that's fast like a chip. This team is also very weak to Aerodactyl. I will admit this team kind of almost pretty much insta-loses the Aerodactyl, but sometimes you just have to run on that with a team. Hopefully we don't find an Aerodactyl from a trainer. Maybe they'll miss a Rock Slide. They have to hit a lot of slides, maybe. I don't know. Also, only one Aerodactyl has Rock Slide, but anyway. Yeah. Dug Trio things. HP Ghost. Celebi doesn't exist, so I'm running HP Ghost to KO Gengar, do the most damage to Latios, Espeon, etc. Obviously, I'd run HP Bug otherwise, but HP Ghost just makes the most sense into Gengar. Maybe we will start running HP Ghost on Dug Trio in ADV. No, you won't, because Celebi's broken. Anyway, let's go to Manectric. Again, discount Raikou, but a worse Raikou, obviously. Because it's worse versus Kingdra. It's just less bulky, less powerful. You get the deal. Sub is again for Dragonair. Fishing for misses from Kingdra. I paired it with a Ninetales. This is the Outpace 252 base 100s. Just doing Ninetales kind of things. Will-O-Wisp felt really good anti-stall mechanic. This Kingler is what I really want to talk about because I think it's so funny here. I'm running Band Kingler. Choice Banded Kingler. I really did want to run this, Shell Armor can't get crit. I really wanted to run a set with Amnesia, Harden, Rest as a stall option, but I just figured that this team felt too fast for me to let Kingler set up like that, and then, I'd have to use potions and PP restoring things versus trainer battles. Just didn't feel worth it, and I needed a better answer to Tyranitar. So this Kingler outpaces Tyranitar. Thank God this thing has 75 base speed. Kills it with HP fighting, usually, I think. Right? This thing's gotta kill. Come on. This thing's gotta kill. Hold the phone. I might not kill a bulky T-Tar. Oh, it does! Ha! 170, 170. I kill 170, 170 T-Tar. Tell me that's not the most beautiful thing ever. Anyway, that's just hilarious. And the other thing that Kingler does here is that it surfs Rhydon and Golem. So that's kind of cool. Kills them. That's why I have this 28 special attack. Hyper Beam, just because I don't have Earthquake, I don't have Brick Break, I don't have like cool options. That sucks. Isn't that crazy that this thing with a giant arm can't break a brick? That's just embarrassing, Kingler. That's just embarrassing. Guillotine is a very cool, again, anti-double team stall thing. Like double team Snorlax would absolutely poop on this team. I need Guillotine for those things. Also think like double team Leech Seed Ludicolo. I gotta guillotine those things, and that's why it works really cool and it's really fun here. I just think it's sick. 39. Yes, this is where I finally sacrificed Luvdisc. Lantern clearly has a really good matchup versus this floor. Heracross is broken. At first I did, and that's the reason that Luvdisc is here, because I think this is such a supercharged duo that this is where I kind of sacrificed Luvdisc as a third so that Lantern and Heracross can carry. Nothing much cool to say here. Hidden Power Flying Heracross for other Heracross, I guess. But Luvdisc, I actually did EV with intention here. Luvdisc eats out. I think Luvdisc eats and outpaces Tauroses so that I can Charm and Icy Wind them so Heracross can come in and kill them. And it does some other stuff. Oh yeah, it helps revenge like Swampert. So like, let's say I go Heracross into Swampert, which is what I would do. And then they counter me and it's Swampert 1. I can just revenge them with HP Grass. Toxic surely does something fun. Maybe we'll see Luvdisc come out. Luvdisc is really mostly going to be a positional sacrifice though. Take that how you will. On to 40. Same thing, right? Sub-reversal Hitmonlee. Same vibes. And then I paired it with a rock type. This was always my plan for the Brandon battle, because this is, you know, round 40. This Regirock owns Brandon, clearly. Yeah. The other thing too, Brick Break might seem weird here, because if I'm at a 1 HP banded Hitmonlee, why would I ever click Brick Break? This is a fail safe, so that let's say Hitmonlee dies, right? And then I decide to revive it mid-battle. I don't want to be clicking a weak reversal. I want Hitmonlee to at least have something good to click if that has to happen where it dies and I have to revive it mid-battle to win the game. I want to give it Brick Break. So yeah, that's the main premise with that. And then this Cloyster outpaces most Suicune sets. And I just figured this team is weak to water. I wanted something that could beat water types by usually clicking Boom. Has good properties. HP Electric for Gyarados. Come on, you guys get the deal at this point. We're back to now we are on round 41. We're getting there. We're back to this floor again. Another place where I just, you know, I didn't want to deal with paralysis and fast Jolteon. Let's go another broken lead with fast, broken Aerodactyl with Rockhead because pressure increases wild encounters. Even though pressure would be objectively better here because I'm not using Double Edge. Qwilfish is a funny partner. I just needed something because Aerodactyl obviously does not 1v1 rock types. I just wanted something, again, similar to the Cloyster. I think I actually originally had Qwilfish on that other team and then went back to Cloyster. Or like I originally had Cloyster with Aerodactyl, but then I was like, no, I need Boom. I need to just Boom. And I need to go into water type and either Destiny Bond it or Boom it and then Sludge Bomb and Shadow Ball just for like revenging stuff in general that I might not revenge. Then Roselia is so cool here. This Roselia was actually originally on the Zapdos team, but I realized that I didn't like losing to certain Calm Mind Raikus if Sudowoodo got chipped, and I wanted Encore. So I took Roselia off of the Zapdos team and gave Roselia to the Aerodactyl team, which I think is just a fun little team building quirk and a lot of fun that I had. And look at the set. Is this not sick? So this defense investment is so that I eat a Rock Slide from Rhydon. So when Aerodactyl is facing a Rhydon, I don't lose to it. I can go into Roselia and eat that Rock Slide and Petal Dance it. Petal Dance is objectively best here because I really want HP Fire to revenge things like Metagross. Yeah, like, I mean, literally what? You got like Metagross, Scizor, and Giga Drain was weaker than Petal Dance. I wanted Petal Dance to KO stuff, and it just does more damage. In a trainer battle with one Pokemon, Petal Dance is just better because it hits harder than Giga Drain, and it has more PP if you want to think about it like that. Toxic is an anti-stall strategy, and Sweet Scent is so cool here as a way to facilitate me being able to click Toxic versus stuff like Double Team Umbreon, Double Team Ludicolo, because I'm not running Aerial Ace here, I'm running Hidden Power Flying. I guess I could go Aerial Ace, but I guess I could rethink that. Hidden Power Flying though, bro. So yeah, Sweet Scent is cute for that. I just think that's so fun. I could go Leech Seed here if I really wanted to, but I actually felt that Sweet Scent was better because it also, if you think about it, facilitates Boom. And it also would cancel out Bright Powder on opposing Pokemon, so I think that's kind of funny. Here we got our Skarm team finally. Skarm is an interesting lead versus this floor. Basically says, all right, I wall this floor, I'm just going to whirlwind you all away. Problem with that is that not only does that make my light smaller, so I'm going to get ambushed by more trainers, so I need to be more prepared for trainers. So we got Toxic Protect Drill Peck Skarm. Looks like an ADVOU thing. Probably is. I would have loved to run Torment Skarm here because Torment is notoriously good in Battle Frontier, but I need Whirlwind. I can't try to 1v1 these things. I'd be wasting so much PP. Keen Eye is actually better than Sturdy here for maybe the first time ever in Battle Frontier because it reduces wild encounters. I don't want to face wild Pokemon. Mainly because like, okay, so yes, they don't really damage me, but annoying stuff can happen like Swaggering Seviper, Confuse Ray Crobat, Nightshade Gengar can do damage, Dive Ludicolo, because Dive makes Whirlwind miss. Just annoying chip. Lefties is like that. I could switch this to Sturdy if I really wanted to, but I just don't think I want to. I think this actually does just make the most sense. Yes. Rhydon makes sense as a partner, right? I mean, like Earthquake, Hidden Power Rock, Mecha Horn, Rock Blast, etc. Lightning Rod, because I might have to face some double battles. I'm kind of ignoring that fact, but yeah. Yeah, Rock Blast was here for sub Pokemon, and also in case there's a Pokemon that I don't kill with HP Rock, and I need 3 hits of Rock Blast, or maybe 4 hits of Rock Blast will do more damage. So that's kind of cool. Mega Horn for Lotties. And then a fast Encore Plusle, which is sick. Same kind of idea as a Lumise, right? Encore Seismic Toss. I can swap into things like Lax that kind of could own me. And I can Encore Seismic Toss them down. This is also good into Starmie, which this team hates. Water types in general. And I can wish up a Rhydon that will definitely be taking chip damage, as well as a Skarmory that is definitely taking chip damage. So cool team there. Next, we got the Slack team. Slaking KOs everything except, oh no, Protect Mad Cargo. But Mad Cargo doesn't really do anything to me, so I'm not really scared if they Protect. Weezing here as well is scary because I don't KO Weezing sometimes, I think. So I have Mad Cargo to switch into Weezing, and then I'll just keep trying to run away because I wall Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Weezing. Mad Cargo beautifully is also kind of sick here into the rare things that beat a lead band Slaking. Skarmory. Mad Cargo is super good versus Skarmory. I can just Flamethrower it twice and I'll always kill it. Hidden Power Water here is to hit Regirock harder. Because I don't have room for Brick Break here, so I might not kill some Tyrannitars. But, I mean, Tyranitar is also just super scary. Does this have Encore? How in the world am I gonna... Does this have Haze? Oh, I think I wanted this to have Haze, but it doesn't. Which is annoying. Does this have Haze? There's no way you have Haze. No. Does this have Screech? I'm sorry, I'm really doing this last minute. I'm realizing that Tyranitar is kind of scary. No, it doesn't. Either way, Mad Cargo's here. Oh, also Mad Cargo's kind of cool into Gengar in case, like, if I'm scared of Destiny Bond from Gengar somehow, I could just go Cargo into it. And then Toxic Protect, you know, doing stuff. Delibird. Yeah, this is just where I had to sacrifice Delibird, but it also, I guess, kind of operates as like, so, oh no, Slaking hates Salamence? Well, how about Delibird that outpaces some Salamences and can Ice Beam them? So that's cool. Hidden Power Electric for Gyarados, you know, doing Gyarados things so that Slaking can come in and revenge it. And then it has this amount of defense and counter to specifically live an Aerodactyl for Double Edge, because Aerodactyl is super scary for Slaking because I could just get flinched by Rock Slide. No, not Aerodactyl 4. Aerodactyl 4. It's Arrow 3, I think. No. Oh, I know what it is. It's Band Arrow, right? What did I EV this for? I don't even know what I did here. What the? I thought I EV Delibird for something Aerodactyl-wise. It's something with counter. It's something fun with counter, okay? Just trust me on that one. Why wouldn't they just Rock Slide? Either way, that's the Slaking team. This is a bottom 3 team that I have that I'm scared of, that I'm about to talk about. Good lord. Oh my gosh, yeah. Check this out. Kangaskhan, Mightyena, Weezing. This is scary. So again, Kangaskhan's idea here is similar to Spin does, except I guess better because it's a Kangaskhan. I'm clicking Safeguard, and then I'm gonna go into Mightyena and I'm not even going to Mightyena and Roar. This time I just be clicking Safeguard, and then I just keep trying to run away. I wish I could fit Shadow Ball on this Kang, but Earthquake doesn't actually kill Wild Ninetales, and I don't want to take over. So I gotta fake out Earthquake. It's nice though, because I mean, fake out is still gonna be good damage into trainers, and this Kangaskhan can 1v1 a lot, but it's still scary. Here's where Mightyena comes in. I am thinking about switching Toxic for Roar, similar to the Exploud strategy, where I would Safeguard, go to Mightyena, and Roar. Toxic is nice for stally stuff, though. This Mightyena is really just trying to a fail-safe answer to like Starmie, Lotties, primarily Gengar though, as Kangaskhan is literally walled by Gengar and Dusclops, etc. That's why I had Toxic here to beat Dusclops for double team Dusclops. And then Hidden Power Fighting for, you know, Tyranitar, Hyper Beam for some sort of damage. And then Weezing is just like, okay, I'm not trying to insta-lose to fighting types or Skarmory. And Weezing does the job really well. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, HP Ice is nice so that I can actually beat Salamence and Dragonite more effectively, specifically Salamence. And then Destiny Bond as just last-ditch efforts. I think this team is really weak. I'm going to need to use a lot of Hyper Potions in trainer battles, especially because I'm not killing any of these. I'm just running away. So this is definitely going to be a high resource necessity team. Yeah. Scared to use it. Similarly, again, Levitate Floor, scary. Same thing as Latios on the Latios, but this time it's paired with a Golem, which needs 120 HP for Metagross Meteor Mash, hilariously. Brick Break for T-Tar Insurance, HP Rock Boom, self-explanatory. A Fast Electrode, doing Fast Electrode things because this thing's weak to Starmie. You know, stuff. The end. 46. Oh, Brandon plan, right? The Brandon plan on this is, again, Articuno. I can 1v1. No, I can't 1v1 Articuno. I would chip Articuno, revenge it with Electrode. If Moltres comes out, I can beat Moltres with Electrode. If it's Zapdos, like, I would let Latios die to Articuno, right? Electrode comes in. Oh, my bad. Music stopped. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Oh, Electrode. Yes. Electrode. Latios dies to Articuno. Like, okay, let's pull up the team. Latios dies to Articuno. Electrode comes in to beat Articuno. Boom on whatever comes out next. And then Banded Golem with HP Rock will destroy. Pretty sick, right? What are we on to next? We're on to the classic, very classic Quick Attack Haze Masquerain team. Everybody knows about Quick Attack Haze Masquerain. I'm just kidding. We don't. Trap Floor again, round 46. I'm going Girafarig to outpace and kill the Arena Trapmons, and then I'm going to skill swap. Why not Wobbuffet, and then just keep trying to run away because I have Shadow Tag instead of them, which is pretty sick. And Girafarig is actually not that bad. I mean, it has good typing. It can hit with Banded Return and Earthquake and Shadow Ball, so I don't need to worry about Gengar as much, or Espeon. Hilariously, they didn't give this thing Hyper Beam. Explain how this thing can learn Psy Beam, Twin Beam in later generations, and now it can't learn Hyper Beam? Are you serious? I probably wouldn't have had time to fit it on there, honestly, but it's just kind of weird. I instantly gave Girafarig Milotic. Milotic was a mon that I didn't use as a lead, and I had this whole, you know, list of partners, and Milotic was number one. And I really figured that my Girafarig was the worst leads that I had, so I wanted to pair it with a really good Pokemon, and I decided that Surf, Toxic, Recover Milotic would be nuts. Everybody knows why Milotic is good. I don't even need to explain that. What's nice is that Girafarig has Earthquake for electric types. I originally had Muck on this team, and then I decided this team is too good for Muck. I need to give Spinda the Muck. So then Spinda originally had a Whirlwind Masquerain, and now I gave this team Masquerain, and it does some specific things for me. The first thing it does is that for Girafarig Milotic, because I'm not using Thunderbolt Girafarig. Does it learn Thunderbolt? It does. I'm not using Thunderbolt Girafarig. I'm using Masquerain as my really weird makeshift Gyarados answer with Intimidate and this special attack and HP Electric. That DD Rest Gyarados, I just HP Electric its ass and it can't do anything about it. And with Intimidate, I eat the hits that I need to from return, which is beautiful. Haze here is for, so this is obviously also pretty weak to like a Calm Mind Rest mon, right? Think well, Raikou I Earthquake, but think like Suicune, right? Suicune, Calm Mind Rest, Suicune. Maybe Calm Mind Rest Gardevoir maybe even could be problematic. Double team Snorlax. Haze is what is going to be really cool here for shutting those down. And then Quick Attack Giga Drain is also nice for well, first off, for Quagsire, a Curse Quagsire or an Amnesia Quagsire could maybe get, no, not that. Giga Drain was for doing damage to Swampert shenanigans, like a resting Swampert, because there's this curse rest Swampert that I didn't want to lose to. Also helps versus Marowak-ish. Quick Attack was cool here because my plan versus Heracross versus this team is I'm going to return with Girafarig. Girafarig will die, and then Milotic can eat a hit and can revenge. However, there is Heracross 3, which has Heracross 4, which has endorsed Salak Berry, and they would reversal my Milotic. I mean, they would just kill everything, right? So that is precisely why I have Quick Attack Masquerain to pick off the Heracross that gets hit by a Choice Banded return from Girafarig. As a last ditch, well, no. So, I mean, here's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So I would return Heracross, right? Heracross kills me. Milotic comes in. Heracross, because they don't see a kill with anything, would be very incentivized to endure, meaning that it's at 1 HP, and then Quick Attack Masquerain can pick it off. Masquerain is almost never coming out because Girafarig and Milotic is such a nice core, and that's why, but Masquerain has these really cool properties for this, which I just think is really neat, right? How is that not neat? How is that not neat? It has to be neat. It's surely neat. Am I going to do this as a third video? I'm just going to punch this all out into one last... Yeah, we're just going to make this a whole video. Part 2 is in, you guys. This is the only part 2. Here we go. Bum 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 bum. What was I going to say for this? Oh my goodness. Hitmonchan, you guys get the vibe at this point. This Umbreon is cool. Mixed bulk Umbreon as a partner makes sense. Psychic immunity. I can't get enough of this Swalot though. Can I just talk about this Swalot for a second? This Swalot is sick. So the idea is that this team hates fighting types, kind of, right? Well, Swalot is good into fighting types. This team also is scared of counter Scizor specifically, because counter would beat Hitmonchan, and then I can't touch the Scizor that clicks counter and can like Scizor could beat this. I want to Fire Punch it. You might be wondering, why does Swalot have so much speed? Why is this Swalot so speedy? It's to outpace Scizor, but more importantly, outpacing Marowak, because Marowak will see a kill with Earthquake on Hitmonchan, and you might think, okay, I could just Charm it down, but Charm has 32 PP, but Swords Dance... Okay, well, who has Swords Dance? I don't know, Marowak. Okay. Swords Dance has 48 PP, so they would outstall that from happening, is the idea. So I can go a Swalot and revenge it with Ice Beam after Hitmonchan Brick Breaks it. And it's just sick. And Encore also just helps a ton of stuff. A fast Encore Swalot is just nuts for my team. Helps with double team Ludi. I just think it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. All you need to know is that it's beautiful, okay? That's all you need to know. 57 minutes. Is anybody actually listening to this whole thing? It's so funny that I thought I'd be able to talk about all these teams in under an hour, and here I am 2 hours in still talking about my Battle Pyramid teams. Then again, I did craft, 67 unique Battle Pyramid teams. I think this is I think this is worthy of videos. Should I make this into a third video? You guys are listening to my live thinking. A third video? That could be kind of funny. Why not, right? A third video? That sounds hilarious. That sounds hilarious. I think I should do it. Yeah, because I'm going to want to talk. Okay, we're going to do this as a third video. Where am I at? I'm at this team. You guys better watch the third video. Look at this. Nidoking with what? I know. So, thank you guys for watching if you got this far. If you are enjoying this series, this is part 2 of 3. There will be a third part. I can't believe this is 3 parts, but hope you guys are loving this content where I'm diving in. I can't wait to stream this challenge. Yes, this is going to be cool and sick and nice. I'll see you guys on the next video. Look at that. We're under an hour. Subscribe, like, do it.